Harry Pell, in the end, a very frustrating evening.
Yeah, again, I thought that second half performance was quite decent. I thought we created a few chances. On a different day, I think the scores would have been different. You know, walking off the pitch, their gaffer was saying to all of us we deserve something at the game, and I believe that. But again, we've conceded I thought it was a good goal by them, that little moment of quality, and that's what's decided the game, unfortunately.
And you huffed and puffed in the second half. Good chance near the end.
Yeah, I thought we'd give it a go, but you know it's hard when you're chasing a game. But like I said, the second half performance was much better than the first, and I think that we need to try all that we can to start the first half the way that we finished the second. You know, I think that it was fine margins again, and we're standing after a defeat again, so that's got to change quickly.
Can you put your finger on why there was such a difference in the performance between the second half and the first half?
No. I thought the first half, you know, it's quite fresh after the game, so I might be wrong, but I felt like the first half was a bit of a battle from both teams, and that one bit of quality. I can't really recall them having great chances. Neither us. I thought we were quite poor first half, but again, in the second half, I think on a different day that we take, Morgs had a great chance, Barch had a good chance. I should have done better with the good bit of play with my left foot that's gone over the bar. But yeah, like I said, on a different day, we draw that game, maybe could have won that game. So we've got a big game coming up now in a couple of days, and we need to concentrate on getting points on the board ASAP, really.
And in a way, it's the story of the season. That you've lost very few games by a considerable margin. You know, you're losing games by the odd goal. That's how tight it is.
Yeah, so frustrating. As a player, it's really frustrating. Yeah, I didn't think we got down out there. I think that we kept on going till the final whistle. But like I said, to keep chasing these games, it's difficult. We need to give ourselves a platform of having clean sheets, get back to getting clean sheets, and then we'll give ourselves every chance.
Can you put your finger on why, and unfortunately the facts don't lie, 6 defeats in the last 7 after what had been a very, very good run?
No, I can't. I don't really know what you want me to say. It is so frustrating. That's all that I can really say. We're in the same position as the fans, you guys, everyone. We want to be winning games. I think you look at last year, we give ourselves a platform. We would win a game, and then momentum took us into the next game, and we turn up, and you know, you're ticking them off. And now it's almost like, I know people have spoke about our confidence and stuff, but you know, it's 90 minutes, and we need to give ourselves a platform in order to go on a little run. I know we beat Morecambe, but yeah, we need a bit of confidence flowing around the group, and you know, January transfer window's coming up, and I'm sure that the gaffer's going to add some quality into the squad.
And in a way, the next game at Colchester just shows how quickly things can change, because Colchester came here 6 weeks ago. They won a terrible run. They won. And you know, they've been on a half decent run since.
Yeah, we need to do that. We really need to do that. So that's all I can say, really.
And final thing, you ended up front again.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it when I scored the winner the other week. I ain't really enjoyed it today. We've lost the game. But no, I'll give it a go. I don't mind going up there, and I'll do everything I possibly can. I'll try my hardest. That's all I can do.
Thanks, Hank.
Harry, last year you were the sort of chief cheerleader in the group that was doing well. Do you almost feel the onus is on you a bit more to keep that going now, to keep moods high as much as you can?
Yeah, I'm not going to change. It's New Year. Happy New Year to everyone, by the way. So everyone has a fresh start, and I'm guessing that for me personally, I'm going to attack the next year like I did, you know, in the conference, and hopefully like I feel like I've done this year. And yeah, there'll be a smile on my face, and although I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing, so I'm going to stay high, and you know, I've been I'm not saying we're in a relegation battle, but I've been in a relegation battle before with Wimbledon, and we escaped it on the last day. So you know, if it does turn into a fight, I'm more than up for that. But you know, we need to get points on the board as soon as possible. And for me and the team, I think we need to look at getting the points that's going to keep us safe, and then hopefully push on from them. But now's the time that we need to be putting points on the board. But for sure, my move's not going to change.
And do you feel that the need maybe to integrate, and because there are going to be new faces coming in, the onus is on people like you to provide that sort of that link between the old group and the new group? I think you spoke last year about how players would be lucky to come into the group you've got. Do you still think that's almost the same?
Yeah, I think if boys are going to come into our group, I still feel they're lucky. They're going to have to help us out a little bit, but they're going to be lucky because, you know, all the boys in there, they love each other a lot. We've achieved some great things, and we've faced adversity together. We've gone through a lot, and you know, the boys in there, I thoroughly think each and every one of them's great. And yeah, like they'll be lucky to come into such a great group with great personality. So yeah.
And how do you look back on 2016 at the end of it now, with only 2 days left?
Yeah.
Is what's going on now taking over in your mind from what happened in April or May, or is that still the overriding thing?
That's my biggest achievement in football. What I've achieved with this club. So no, I've loved this year. It's been great for me and my family, and I look on the whole of 2016 and I have nothing but positivity towards it. So hopefully 2017 can be similar.
Will it be a similar celebration, almost a similar achievement now when you get out of it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure we'll be okay. We'll be okay. We've got some, like I said, we've got some great personalities, and we'll be all right. We just need to stick together, get back to winning games as soon as possible, get to the points tally of what the gaffer thinks safe as soon as possible, and then kick on from there.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, Perry.